Okay guys, here's my presentation over fetal heart rate. Most of the information I got is from RUMAC. They had a lot over the fetal heart in general, so it's a little hard to not overlap between just fetal heart rate and the actual fetal heart and structures and abnormalities within that, because obviously heart rate is going to be directly related to heart structure and anomalies and pathophysiology within that. So here was just a good picture that I found online. I thought it labeled everything pretty well, just a normal heart that you would see in a thoracic cavity cross section. Obviously, there's a septal defect here. I just thought they labeled everything pretty well here. So here's just some facts about fetal heart rate. Ranges from 85 to 180 beats per minute, and that's all depending on gestational age. As you can see here below, I broke it down for you for how many weeks gestation and what kind of heart rate you should be able to see. As you can see, it kind of increases up to 9 weeks, and then it kind of goes back down and will stay in a range for the duration of the pregnancy. So it's kind of interesting to see that really in the first 9-10 weeks, that heart rate ranges a lot, but then it just kind of mellows out. Whenever you said people would have a low fetal heart rate, that means anything less than 85 beats per minute. At work, they call it like a decreased fetal heart tones, is what you might hear referred to as. So sonographically, we can measure these by 5 or 6 weeks. Most typically, as we've mentioned before in class, we use M mode, but also there's spectral and color Doppler. But as we heard before, these can expose a patient to more less ALARA, I guess. So we always try to do M mode there, and then it makes it easier, as you can see in this picture, to measure heart rate, as we can actually see this 2D graph. Here's a picture there. I just thought it was interesting to see the differences here. Obviously, colors on one. So M mode is most often used, can be used simultaneously with ventricles and atria, so we can look for arrhythmias there. Spectral Doppler is used more for velocity flow through vessels and valves. You can see the functional significance of abnormalities that you may see visually within the heart. And then color Doppler is just a rapid interrogation of flow patterns to help characterize these anomalies that you may or may not see. So here's just a couple interesting correlations I found in actually the Pegasus book, that a low fetal heart rate is associated with first trimester loss. Normal fetal heart rate at 8 weeks correlates with a 95% success rate, so as in not miscarrying throughout the pregnancy. So I thought that was interesting. So then there's obviously just a lot about actual heart pathology. So, but here's some just broken down a little bit: tachycardia, bradycardia. So premature contractions is just a contraction greater than once every 10 seconds. And then some other cardiac structural anomalies that don't necessarily have to do directly with the heart rate, but obviously we may see these different anomalies showing up by taking a fetal heart rate, and obviously from visualizing the heart as well for structures such as that septal defect we saw in this picture here. So it was all interesting. It was kind of hard to not get into the heart, but obviously heart rate's kind of the first sign that we can see of many other anomalies. Here are just some of my references, pictures I got from there. Thanks.